Hello, welcome back to the next episode of the Cashflow Pirate Podcast, where I'm sharing with you my dream of quitting my job and making money for myself from my own, well, ideally from the comfort of my chair, but whatever that entails really. So I thought I'd give you an update on how that's going, as we're now 11 episodes in. So I thought it's about time to start revisiting some of the ideas that I've had and how they're going, really. The last few episodes have been a bit longer and a bit more idea based rather than sort of practical things. So I thought I'd give you an update from way back in episode number 1, which was actually titled Charity Star Wars. If you remember correctly, or if you didn't listen to that one, I picked up some Star Wars figurines from a charity shop. They were just in the window. They were being sold for like £3 and £6, and I spent I think it was £34 buying 10 items. So my idea was just to buy them. I thought they've got to be worth more than that, so I buy them, sell them on, and see how we get on. So it's been a couple of months now since I posted that up and listed the items. And they haven't gone as quick as I'd hoped, to be fair. I've listed most of them for sort of £10 to £15 each, and they have been selling. I think I've sold 4 items and I am now up to £40. So I am in profit now. That doesn't take into consideration the eBay fees, which will be a couple of pound out of that, so I'm probably about even at the moment, but I still have, I think, 6 items left to sell. So from now on it should be all profit, hopefully. So that's the update for the Star Wars items. So what else have I been up to? I'm pretty much been started doing some sort of retail arbitrage a bit more. Again, back to the Star Wars kind of style, where I'm just buying things, flipping them and selling them back on Facebook or eBay themselves. I've also been selling some items that I've had on my shelf that have just been sat there for a couple of years. You know, I think, I like those, I'll keep those, but realistically, you know, I could do with the money more than I could the items. So I've been selling a few things. And something quite interesting, we went to our friends Steve and Marty last week. I think they've done some nice burgers for us. They're very nice, thank you. And while I was there, I kind of just mentioned that I've started doing some buying and selling, and I'm going to start myself a little £5 challenge, where as it sounds, I just take a £5, go into a charity shop or eBay, or just go somewhere to buy something for £5, and see if I can make that money into £100, and see how long it takes, how many steps it takes, and I'll go from there and see how that goes on. I just thought it'd be something nice I can share with you on the podcast. Something a bit different, that's all. And they all really like the idea. So from me just doing it something on the side because I thought it might be fun, it's now turned into a full-blown challenge now. So we have a WhatsApp group. There's now 7 of us all joining in the £5 challenge. It's very difficult because we all have young babies as well. So we're all trying to fit full-time jobs in, babies, and now we've got this challenge to do. So last week we went out, the day after in fact, went out to Farnham. Me and Adita went out there. I actually filmed a little, if you go onto my, if you join the Facebook group, did I post it in the group or the page? One of those, the page or the group. If you join them or like them, you'll see it. I actually posted up a little video just while I was sat in the car, just explaining what we were doing and what we found. So I posted that up. It's on YouTube as well, so you can find that. So we had a day out in Farnham. They've got about 10 charity shops there. There's loads. It's very nice. So we went round to find some £5 items. I think Adita found what did she find? Like a physiology massage book, something like that. So that was £5. So she's going to put that towards her £5 challenge. I found quite a few things, some games, computer games, Game of Thrones hoodie. I don't think it's official. It just said Mother of Dragons on the front. It was like a burgundy colour. I found that in a charity shop for £5. I thought, the new season's coming out. The final season is coming out soon, so that might be worth a go. I also found some other items while I was there, not included in the £5 challenge. So I found a North Face coat, just like a little rain jacket, and that was £8. So I couldn't enter it into the £5 challenge, unfortunately. And that actually sold. I stuck that on the Facebook Marketplace, which is an excellent place to sell things, by the way. I put that on for £20, and then within an hour, I had about 8 messages asking me if it was still available. So in the end, I sold that for £20. I could have probably got closer to 30 for it, to be honest. But sometimes turning the money over is quicker. It's actually a bit better. So I bought it for 8, sold it for 20 in a couple of hours. So that was fantastic. And then I actually sold. I was the first one in the group. Yeah, oh yes, to sell my first £5 item. So the £5 item I entered was actually the Game of Thrones hoodie. Bought it for £5, put it on the Facebook Marketplace for £10, and then within, again, a few hours, a lady contacted me and said, "Hi, is this still available? I want it for my boyfriend." I said, "Great." Yep, she came round, picked it up, £10. So there you go, doubled my money in the space of a few hours, which is great. So there you go. Nothing spectacular, but it's still turning money round. It's still a profit. It costs me, if you're looking at petrol money as well, you've got to take that into consideration, because as I say, we went to Farnham. It's about 10 minutes away from where I am, 15 minutes away, so it's not an awful lot of petrol. But we did get a few items there, so we're okay. So that is the £5 challenge. So I just thought I'd mention it because it's actually a really good way of getting into the habit of trying to make money. So like I said before, making money, it really is a habit, and it's really addictive. Once you start selling something, it's really addictive to keep going. So if you've got a group of friends, or even one or two, it doesn't have to be a big group, just set yourself a little challenge. You could not encouraging gambling here, but you could put a little wage on it if you want. You could say, the winner of the first one to £100 or £50 gets whatever you want. Gets 10 quid or whatever you both put. Whatever. You can do anything you like. It's up to you. It's your challenge. We didn't put a prize on ours because it sort of snowballed bigger than we realised, quicker than we realised. So we've just left it. But in the future we may put something on it. So that's what we're doing at the moment. That's what's happening with that. I have also been revisiting, because it's the winter, I've been revisiting my t-shirt brand, my Backyard Goat. There's still a few things I need to do on the website, mainly based around the email marketing side. So the site is all up. The products and the stock are all loaded. Again, I'm using a print-on-demand, not platform, what's the word I'm looking for? A print-on-demand method. I get the designs, people place the order, that order goes through to the printing people, and then they ship it directly to the customer. So I don't hold any of it. So it's basically drop shipping, but not traditional drop shipping. It's not coming from China or somewhere far-fetched. So they're a UK-based printing company. So like I said, the order comes through, they ship it to the customer, and I just take the money, the middleman. But I'm also working on, again, that is a common strategy. That's not a new thing, just making t-shirts and selling them. So what I'm doing is actually finding people that want to be sponsored for the t-shirt. So I will send them a free t-shirt if they're going on a motorcycle trip or journey, and then while they're on that journey, if they take pictures of themselves in places with one of my t-shirts on, with tagging me in the hashtag that I'll give them, I will also give them a little discount code. If they share that out, and then anyone who buys the t-shirt during that period, I'll share 50% of the profit that I make. I'll give it back to the person that's been sponsored. So it helps fund their little journey, their adventure, in exchange just for some interaction. So that is the idea for that. So as it's the middle of winter now, I'm just starting to get the final touches of the website done, ready for the summer, for when people are going to be going on journeys. I've contacted a few people via Instagram mainly that may be interested in signing up, so that's pretty cool. But back to the bit that I'm kind of stuck on with the email is I know it's important. We all know it's important to collect email addresses, to build your own list. It's really, really important. And there's loads of ways you can do it. MailChimp is a very, very common, popular one to use, and I have used it in the past for other projects, and it is great. You integrate it into your website. The little pop-up comes up. Please enter your email address, and you'll get a free, ebook or whatever you're giving away, and then you get that person's email address, which allows you to market to them later on. So you get your list of all your email addresses that people are signed up with, and then you can send them, offers, announcements, special deals. Just say hello to them. Find out what they're interested in. Have a conversation with people via that list. But the only kind of problem with MailChimp is that once you've sort of emailed them a few times, they get to the sort of the bottom of the sales funnel, as it were. If the start of the funnel is, imagine them entering their email address into your website, that's the start of the funnel. Then they're working their way down for you to send them emails, basically. But once you get to the bottom of the funnel and you've sent them offers and nothing's really happened, MailChimp's not great for going any further than that. It's like, okay, well, you sent the emails you wanted to. What more do you want? So I've listened to, again, like I said, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I keep hearing the word Klaviyo mentioned, which is another email marketing tool. Again, it's the same. You get a little pop-up. It collects the email address. But what it does that's so fantastic is it's all based on behaviours. So it collects people's email addresses, but it also records what they do on your website. So you can have specific offers and things happen on the site depending on their behaviour. So if they go to the website, they start creating an order, go to the cart, and then for whatever reason, let's just say they don't like your shipping and they go, oh wow, I'm not having that. I'm sure we've all done that. Got to the cart at the end and thought, I don't fancy it now. So you just close it and then leave it. What Klaviyo will do is it'll keep a record of those people who have done that, and then it will allow you to set up like an automated list, an automated email sequence, like a sequence of emails that will go out to anyone that happens to. So if 5 people do the same thing, Klaviyo will automatically send an email to those 5 people, and those emails can be whatever. You can write the emails and say whatever you want them to say. So, hey there, I noticed that you didn't complete your cart, you left this item in there, would you still like to purchase it? And then leave it at that. And then you can put like a delay, like leave it for 2 days or 1 day, whatever you want. And then it'll automatically send them another email saying, hey, I noticed you still didn't buy it. Is there any reason? Or you can even say, here's 20% off if that will help you make your decision. Anything you want. You can do anything you want. They're so clever. It works out so much stuff. It's amazing. It's really, really amazing. They've also, their new feature that's coming out is that they can predict how much a certain person, or how likely a certain person is to go onto your site. When they're onto your site, they'll predict how likely they are to buy something, which is insane. So they are predicting sales now, and then they can tell you from your list, this percentage will buy, this percentage won't buy, and this should be your average income at the end of the month, which is just amazing. And there's not really anything else like that out there. So highly recommend, if you've got a website and you're collecting email addresses, go to Klaviyo and check them out. You can have 250 email addresses on their free plan. Totally free, fully featured, 250 email addresses. Now, MailChimp, you can have, I think, 2,000 email addresses for free, but you just don't get the features that you get on Klaviyo. It's just so amazing. If you have, like I said, if you have got a list of more than 250 and they're on MailChimp or any other email provider that you're using, then just take 250 of your list and put maybe the most active people and just move them over to Klaviyo. Try it there and see what happens. But it's pretty exciting stuff. So I'm currently messing around with Klaviyo to figure out how to get it running properly, because that is one thing that it does suffer with, is the documentation is very messy. It's all over the place. They definitely need to, they are only a small company. There are only a handful of people running it. So they are on top of it. And I did speak to them and, not complained, but I did point out the fact that I am trying to learn how to get things set up, but their FAQ section and the help pages that they have, which are a lot, they do have a lot of them, but they're just all over the place. It's just really messy, really unclear on some things. Like they don't mention, they say learn how to do this, but they don't mention if this is an instruction thing on how to use it with Shopify or WordPress or whatever you're using. So you kind of have to watch the video to find out, oh no, this is not related to me. But I spoke to them and they said they are currently rewriting all their help section. So within the next couple of weeks, it should be much clearer and much easier to use, which is awesome news. So if they do that, I will let you know that they've improved it. But that was really good. And they were really good customer service. They said, any questions, any problems, just email me directly and I'll try and sort things out for you, which I thought was very nice. So thank you very much. So that's what I'm working on with that. But the website should almost be done, ready to go now. I'm just working on the last few things. So just learning about flows and campaigns and the difference and what emails to send. There's a lot to set up. But once you've done the setup, you're sorted and you can just leave it. It's just pretty fiddly to get started. That's all. So that is what I'm doing on that. Anything else that's going on at the moment? I don't think so. I think that's the main things I'm working on. I have got a few other bits I'm working on, which I won't tell you about yet. I've got to keep you on your toes. The £5 challenge. I think I'm the only one that sold anything out of the 7. I am actually the only one that sold anything. So you guys are slackers. Other than that, that is it for this episode. I just wanted to give you an update of where we were. Any more updates? Amazon merch. I will actually mention Amazon merch. I'm struggling to sell a lot on Amazon merch. It's very difficult. If you don't have your designs have to be on point. They really do. And what you think is a good design doesn't mean anyone else will think it's a good design. So it's really hard because you can't predict people's bad taste, basically. As some shirts you think are never going to sell, actually sell, and ones that you think are great don't sell any. So it's really weird. So I'm still currently on tier 25 of Amazon merch. So and I have that maxed out. I have all 25 slots filled, which is important to do. So make sure you do fill your slots if you are doing Amazon merch. And other than that, that's about it for that. I do not have any more reviews on iTunes. We have no more this week, so no more reviews this week. But again, if you do want to leave a review, it's greatly appreciated, as always. And thank you to everybody who has left a review so far. It's very kind of you. It's all going very well. I do need to apologise about the random, all over the place schedule that this podcast is being released at the moment. I've just got a lot, again, like I said, got a young baby here. It's pretty chaotic. I'm working like night shifts and day shifts and all over the place. So I'm just finding it hard to find the time not just the time, the peace and quiet to record. It's very difficult. So I promise it will get more consistent. But for now, there will be a bit patchy. So hopefully it should smooth out in a little while. At the moment, it seems to be kind of once a month at the moment. But who knows? Anyway, I'll stop rambling now. So thank you very much for listening again. Don't forget to come and join the Facebook page. And no, I always say that. Like the Facebook page, Cashflow Pirate, and come and join the Cashflow Pirate group on Facebook. Let's get you in there. If anyone is interested in joining the £5 challenge, if you have got no one to challenge, then you are welcome to come and join our challenge. Drop me an email, richard@cashflowpirate.com, and give me your mobile number. We're using WhatsApp to do it, just because that's where we all were. So if you want to join, you're more than welcome to. So we're sending updates in the group of pictures and items that we find. Obviously, it's very much based on trust. Why you'd cheat at this, I don't know, but you know what people are like. But if you want to join ours, come let me know, and I'll add you to the group, and let's see how we get on. So thank you very much for listening again, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.